Hit that subscribe button now and become part of the Peeper Gang today.
Wait, hold up. You guys, we officially have a star code. You can now enter code 3SB when buying Robux or Roblox Premium today.
Hey Peeper Gang, welcome back guys to another Booga Booga video. We just got another huge info dump for Booga Booga C2.0. With even more huge information guys, just a day after the last one, Soybean has been going absolutely nuts. And not just Soybean, I gotta give credit to everyone, all the developers and everything that he's brought on. Things have been nutty, there has been so much happening. Let's show you exactly what has been happening and let us get into these new updates posted in the Discord guys. Get ready for this, let's go!
It's some new game-changing stuff. I feel like every announcement we make about this is like, it's something crazy.
Getting into the first changes we've got from Soybean, he posts this GIF about the AI that I'm Farley has been working on. It looks like the pathing on like Bantos and stuff is being improved. Who knows what's going on in their Banto brains now, but apparently they're big smart.
Intelligent Banto?
Look how smart that Banto is. Look at him! We got some new map screenshots though, guys, from King World. It's actually some new caves, which is something we haven't been getting that much content of. We've been seeing kind of the outsides of caves. But not much of the insides of caves. So we got a new screenshot on that, and this is actually super cool. We kind of talked about this in the last video, how maybe there's going to be more like abandoned structures and like broken down stuff, and it looks like we are getting more of that in this image here. You can see there's like these pillars in the cave as well as torches. So it's actually pretty interesting. Now you can put torches up in your mine, and it actually looks like it's darker actually in the caves now. Have you noticed this?
You're kind of like a mole rat. Like you can just see in the dark. Dude, you don't even need light to see in the caves.
Yeah, like literally, dude, I can walk into a cave right now and I can show you, like if we walk down into this cave, I mean, it's darker in here, but you can see everything just fine. Moving on from this screenshot, guys, we've got another pretty cool change that's coming. The rock is actually being removed, and instead now we are going to be able to just punch with our fists. Look at this. This is actually, dude, I love the animation. Also, the lighting is really interesting in this video here. But if you look at this, yeah, we're just punching now. So there's going to be no more starting rock, which is actually kind of a bigger change than it initially appears to be, because this means it's actually going to free up a slot in your hotbar. One more thing I'd like to point out in the screenshot. Do you see as he's moving the camera around those like big like grubs?
Those what?
The worms back there. Do you see those?
They look like those little worms that are already in the game, just made bigger.
It's normally just the tiny ones. Now there's like real big ones back there. So actually also getting a sneak peek of potentially a new mob. Moving on after this though, we've gotten some huge information, and there's actually a lot to unpack with this next sentence.
It completely changes something that we mentioned in one of our previous videos.
Craziness. All right, so let me just actually get into it. So we got this from Soybean. He said, Soy is preparing the NPC faction concept, which, I mean, that 3-word phrase right there alone, there is a lot we can talk about with that. But then after that, he says, and switching the 3 voodoo spells for a system of 14 magic passives and spells. And then he posts this screenshot of an ant holding a pickaxe and this other character with like the blue helmet that we talked about before. But everything has changed about this screenshot. Everything.
At first, we thought that maybe he was going to make it so that your weapon is the color of the tribe you're on, but no. This character that we saw was not a person. It was an NPC that he is implementing.
Now, okay, we don't know this for certain yet, but like, given what he said about NPC faction concepts, he did not just say ants. He did not just say Shellies. He said NPC factions, and that is really what makes me think this here is an actual...
What if it's like, you can make your own army, bro, of just Booga noobs?
I mean, who knows? Maybe you won't be able to like get these factions on your side. Maybe you'll be able to like gain favor with them by defeating other factions. Who knows what the actual, like, maybe you won't be able to do anything with them and they'll just attack you. Like, we just don't know. Like, there's so many potential things that these factions could mean. But it's kind of crazy to think, going back, we were like looking at this and we're like, so they're making cosmetic changes, so they're gonna make it so your helmet can be blue. When the whole time, the answer was that this was a new NPC that was gonna be going into the game.
I like the idea that Booga Booga is about to become a more hostile place than just God players.
Yeah, like it's gonna be other players that you're not just other players you have to worry about, but also these NPC factions. It seems like you can see in the background of this screenshot, there's like a cave with like a scaffolding in there. And it looks like they're gonna have like a base here, right? Like they'll have bases around the map, and maybe they'll, dude, what if like the NPCs, like they control mines with like really powerful resources, and the only way to get at like, you know, maybe really high level stuff like emeralds or something like that is you have to go through these NPC factions. And then we're not even getting into the other part of this now, which is voodoo is gone. 14 magic passives and spells are now going to be taking its place, and he actually dropped us a table of some of the things he's working on, and that is next up here. He says you now earn your spells by slaying the gods around the map, and then he posts this whole list of the different gods around the map. They're actually changing it, so now it's like a ton of new things. The only god that was in the regular game was the hateful god. Everything else, though, it looks like it's either getting renamed, changed, or added new. So let me just read through this list here real quickly. It looks like there's a passive ability and a spell you get from each one. I don't know if you're going to get both at the same time upon breaking a god, or if it's like you got to break them and then maybe do another thing, or you have to pick one or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going to have to see in the game, but let's actually just read what these are, okay? For the Forgotten God, we get the passive Erosion, which is AI will not flee or attack first. So, first of all, this shows that, like, perhaps if you attack a Banto, it will run from you, and if you attack a shark, it will attack you, right?
Ooh.
And this ability will mean that, like, sharks won't attack you first when you're swimming to the ocean. Bantos won't run when you're trying to smack them to get your void portal open, which actually the void might be gone after this, thinking about it, because if he's removing voodoo or subbing out voodoo for this new system,
yeah,
maybe there won't be a need. I mean, we're still gonna need void shards, but if there's not gonna be void mana, like, you don't need it. Maybe void armor will be gone. Like, and also he's talked before about, like, there's a lot of upkeep that goes into keeping the void around. That's why it's been so buggy lately.
When this new update comes out, the void will officially be very, very behind, and he'll have to, like, completely catch it up.
Honestly, I
he'll
think
wanna
he
do
might
that.
be getting rid of it, because as we're going to keep reading through this list, we're going to see that, like, it looks like we're getting revamped versions of old void spells and stuff, and it just is pointing towards the void is going away. So let's keep reading through then. Our next thing up we've got is the spell, which is Overlooked. It warps you to a random spawn island. So this is kind of like an escape spell that you would use when, like, you're attacked and you got to get out, and you just, oh, warp! It's like your last ditch option just to get out, right? And then you warp to an island where a god player just spawned and you die. Next up, we got the Hateful God, which will give you the passive Contempt, which does not have, it seems, any ability yet, as he's got question marks. I don't know if this means he wants to hide it because it's so cool, or if he just hasn't thought of something yet for that, but the passive will be called Contempt. We know that much at least. For the spell, we've got Spite, which fires a small meteor, dealing explosive damage. So this kind of sounds like a new version of the Void Bolt, which, again, like, it seems like he's reworking old Void spells. Next up, we've got the Broken God, which gives you the passive Flow, which allows you to swim faster. So this is the new Water Walker. This is going to be the thing that takes the place of Water Walker. And this is actually very interesting because now instead of Water Walker, or aka this new Swim Faster ability, just being a mojo that you get and you have forever, you're actually going to have to pick taking this over taking a different spell. So you can't have something like Void Shield and Swim Faster now. Next up on the Broken God, we've got the spell Grief, which again does not have any information yet, so all we know is the name is Grief. Then moving on to the Radiant God, we've got the passive Glow, which again, we do not have any information on. Post your comments down below, guys, actually, on what you think these spells could be, just off the names.
No name.
And who knows, maybe Soybean wants suggestions. I don't know. After that, the spell for the Radiant God is Sun Shield, which is kind of like our new Void Bubble. It gives you a bubble of energy that shields you from the next 3 attacks, which I think is a slight nerf over the current Void Bubble. If I remember correctly, it shields you from 5 attacks. And again, he's renaming it. It's not Void, it's Sun now, which means it wouldn't make sense for you to regen this with Void Armor, right?
Yeah.
So everything is pointing towards no more Void. After that, we've got the Unborn God, which gives you the passive Prodigy, which allows you to gain XP 25% faster. Leveling game, where are you at? And it gives you the spell Growth, which allows you to grow sun bushes in your immediate area. I assume these are the sun bushes that give you essence. After that, we've got the Cold God, which gives us the passive Raw. Consume ice for health. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Just eating ice. Next up for the spell, we've got Freeze, which allows you to encase yourself in protective ice that slowly melts. First off, May from Overwatch, anybody?
Yes, yes.
Moving on to the last one, guys, we've got the Greedy God, which is going to give you the passive Avarice, which is fallen enemies drop gold, which is, hey, farming gold. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know if fallen enemies applies to just people, like actual players, or if it also will apply to NPCs or anything like that. And next up, we've got the spell Midas, which is actually really cool. Convert any crag into a gold crag.
That's crazy.
What's really gonna determine if this is balanced or not is what the recharge rate is on it, right?
Yeah. Like, I wonder if any of these gods are still going to drop resources like the old ones did.
I mean, that's true. The shrines are still becoming a thing, right? We've seen them in
Right.
screenshots, so that's still going to be in. I can assume the shrines maybe are going to be what gives us the loot now. That is it for the new information we have gotten. Let us know in the comments below what you think of these new changes, and especially these new spells and what you think some of them might be. We are so hyped for the update, everybody. Hope you guys are too, and we will see you next time, everybody. Bye!
Bye, guys!
Bye.